Hey guys, and welcome to game number 42 out of 100 of my rematch series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. The bot got the best of me on Monday, so hoping to change that today. I'm first AADHIRW. I don't actually see anything all that good here. Award keeping HI? I don't really like that. At that point, I would honestly just play Haw. Keep it a little bit tighter and keep a more bingo prone leave. Do I really not have a 5 that puts the H or the W on the double letter? Maybe I simply don't. Wow. Or a 6 for that matter? It just feels like I should have something better than Haw. I could play WAN, W-A-A-H, but I'd rather keep the A. And that would also force me to put one of the A's next to the double letter. I just can't believe Haw was best here, but maybe it is. I'm just not seeing anything else. Alright, let's do it. And, I don't love this draw particularly. Don't think I have any 7s. Definitely don't have any 7s. I don't think I have any 8s even that could come up. Maybe there's something, but I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. Right now, if the position stays as is, Upo would be a great play. It does not stay as is. I was going to play Upo over here just to overlap. Of course, now I can't with UHI, not a word. But, alright, QI, not a bad thing to see come down. I should be able to overlap decently on the right, since I have an I, one would think. Could also go for something here. Although, the only thing that... Oh, actually, updo is nice. Oh, that's 31. That's probably the play. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be hard to beat. I mean, I could potentially score pretty well here, though. Rapid, that keeps the U. That's no good. It's hard to get rid of the U by playing here. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't see anything good that gets rid of the U. I mean, there's like Puri, but it doesn't score much. Alright, yeah, updo looks like a good play. Keeps the board really tight. Hopefully the bot doesn't have the X. But yeah, it looks great. Alright. A little vowel heavy here. Accelerate with a C. That would be nice. There's really not a whole lot to do on this board right now, which is not a bad thing for me. I might even play AI on my next turn just to set up Rye. Get rid of 2 of my vowels. Could play longer with Tarai, but that gives back a lot more. AERT has some decent bingo potential if I just play AI, so I think I'm okay with that. As much as I don't love making 2-tile plays this early in the game. But we'll see what the bot does, obviously. That could certainly change things. Alright, that probably will change things, because now I probably want to play under that. Yeah, now AE is probably the play. Leave is even better. I take out double doubles. Yeah, this looks fine. I mean, I could play longer, I guess, too. Question is with what? I guess Airy? Do I just do that? I think this bingo's enough. I gotta at least give it a chance, right? I mean, AEIRT, if I can draw an N or an L or a D, like I'm in such good shape to bingo. I feel like I'd be kind of remiss not to at least, you know, try this for one turn. I can always play long on my next turn. And just for 6 points to blow up this good rack, I don't think is worth it. This is a good enough rack. It's likely enough to bingo. I think this is worth a shot. I hate playing like this, but I think this rack is too strong to blow up for now. Yeah, like, see, now I have airtime, or MI, the new strange word of MI right. AMIRITE. Now, obviously, there's also the issue that the bot could just play there and block, but I feel like plays that go next to AE will often just give me a new line for 7s in return. So I expect at least one of airtime or am I right to play, but we'll see. Right now, what would I go with? Probably, I guess airtime scores the most, although it does take an S. Am I right? It's 2 less, doesn't take a back S. But with Joe's and Haws already there, I'm not too worried. And 5s, like there's already tons of S hooks on this board. I'm not too worried about creating another one. Like, I don't think this board is going to start getting locked down in terms of hooks anytime soon, so I would probably just as soon grab the 2 points. But again, it's all going to depend on what BestBot does. And BestBot is thinking a bit. Yeah, we saw this in Monday's game, too. BestBot thinking a bit more than it usually does on some of its opening plays. So the bot also presumably having some tough racks to deal with, just as I've had some difficult decisions myself here. So we'll see how it decides to respond to my 2-tile play there. There's also an L hook on Jowl. It's worth mentioning for Jowl, if that becomes relevant at some point, which it certainly could. But yeah, we could see a lot of things here from the bot. We could see a bingo. Maybe it's just debating which bingo to play. We could see a short play paralleling AE to try to block that. We could see a play elsewhere on the board, next to the Q maybe, or maybe next to the U to try to open some more space. So a lot of things could happen here. And the bot's already been thinking for 2 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see. All right, Queen is the choice. I don't have an 8 through an N. Nothing through an A or an E. So I think I'm still going to just stick with airtime. And yeah, now I'm definitely going to just grab the 2 points with airtime. I mean, there's just so many S6s on this board now, guys. Like, it's ridiculous. You've got Queens, Joes. I don't care if I create another one. Like, I'm not going to be blocking all of these S6s anytime soon. Like, I think I should just commit to the open board. And hey, maybe I'll get an S myself, right? You never know. There's 4 of them left. Let's just take the points here, if you ask me. Airtime it is. Okay. Don't love the stuff other than the blank, but it's always nice to see a blank, and I should be able to do something reasonable here. Yeah, I can actually play wife for 29. That would be a really good play to get down, just to offload really all of my bad letters here. One of the E's, one of the I's I want to get rid of, and the W and the F are both not great bingo consonants. Now, if an L or an R show up, I do have wifelier as a bingo, but I'm not counting on that. Certainly possible, though. Yeah, I mean, wife just looks best by a mile right now. What else do I even have? Leer? That's 8 less points, and it keeps the F. That's way worse. Phi, I guess, is another option, which is just not all that good. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing good here other than playing wife right now, but the bot, again, going into a pretty long thing. Wow, I have more time than the bot. That's rare at this stage of the game, I feel like. I mean, I haven't been playing that fast at all. Yeah, it's interesting. We saw this on Monday, too. I wonder... I know that Cesar and the Woogles team are always updating the bot. I wonder if the code has been updated recently, and that's maybe causing the bot to think a little more. Or maybe just these turns have happened to be more tricky. We saw on Monday a lot of the turns early on were tricky. The bot made a fairly unusual opening play that it spent a while on, and then had a few tough racks to deal with. It passed them a bingo in a fairly strange fashion. So maybe it's got similar racks here that it's just really struggling to permute the possibilities. But it's really interesting how much time the bot is taking early on in this game. So we'll see when it does eventually move. And alright, it plays Getters for 32. Huh. I wonder... I mean, it obviously didn't have a blank, or it would have just bingoed with Turdites or something. I wonder... Did it have... It could have had another S. But, like, I feel like if you have another S, you probably play that quickly? Maybe not, though. I mean, it could be considering tags through the E and airtime. That would be a good play. Keeping ERST is really strong. For 19, like, I would probably play tags there if I had another S, guys. Does it have, like, another T? Another R? I don't know. Or, I mean, I don't want to say it definitely doesn't have another S. Also, guys, inferences here, honestly, are not that useful. The bot's drawing 6 tiles. Like, just because it didn't keep an S does not mean it's not going to get another one. So, you know, it would be good to know if we felt confident it had an S. I don't feel confident it had another S, because like I said, I think it probably often plays tags. So, it might, but that also doesn't really change anything for me. I think wife just has to still be the best play. Like, the T doesn't give me anything. The R isn't in the right spot for bingoing. Yeah, I mean, this just has to be my best play, regardless of what the bot kept. Alright, this looks like a pretty good rack. Hexatic with a blank H. Is that going to go down? No? I don't think so, unfortunately. But maybe I'll get a spot for it. I should have some decent options. I mean, I can always, even if I don't bingo, I can always play tags for 42. That might even be better than some bingos if they're low scoring. It's not a great board for bingoing, though. Which is not a bad thing for me, given that I have a 77-point lead. I'm certainly not complaining about that. It's actually kind of unfortunate I just played wife where I did, or else I would have had 50 for my X with XU. I have anything through this N. That would be the best spot to bingo, because that would score well, too, besides blocking up the board nicely. Don't think so? Yeah, I'm not seeing it off the top of my head through that N. Co-NX, no, it doesn't come close to working. Dioxane equals a C. Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, the bot again going into a thing of over a minute. Wow. At some point, it might run out of... No, I don't think it's going to like get too low on time in the endgame. I know at some point the bot is also programmed to look at how much time it has left and adjust. All right, it settles on Tondi for 21. A little annoying because it blocks taxed. I doubt I have anything from an I or through an I. Honestly, Dex is not bad. It scores 27 points, gets rid of my X. I want to get rid of my X here because I want to try to bingo since I have a blank. And it does block a little bit on the right. I mean, I'm probably going to play Dex unless I can find somehow a bingo or considerably better play. Yeah, I think Dex is better than Axe, right? I mean, the E is a little better than the A. I don't think it's 6 points better, though. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't see anywhere good for, like, XI or anything like that. Yeah, the only thing that hooks airtime is an S. Jowl, yeah, L doesn't give me anything. Lexica, what's a D? No. Nothing really on the left to write home about. Yeah, I mean, again, I could play Axe or something here, but I think I'm just going to play Dex. You know, I don't need to blow the board open. I'm up, I have a blank. I don't have some sort of 9 through the two ends, do I? I doubt it. Alright, Dex it is. This feels like it should bingo. I mean, the only question is going to be where. I mean, with Jowl. Radical? No. Decryal? Doesn't fit. Baldric with a B. Could also maybe fit something here, guys. Let's look at this too, potentially. Oh, Cordial fits! Look at that. That's cool. Could still fit something through this I, potentially, too. Especially with an I for XI. Yeah, Cordial's really good. It's so good defensively, and it scores well because of all those overlaps, even though it doesn't hit the double word. It's still 82 points. I mean, I don't even need to look with Jowl right now. I guess Cordial could get blocked, but if it doesn't, then anything with Jowl is automatically worse. It's going to score less, and it's going to blow the board open. I also just don't see anything there. Almost Pilchard. Shout out to Seth Lipkin if he's watching this video. Seth famously played Pilchard against me for 107 points in a game at Nationals this summer on stream, which was pretty cool. Not a word you see on the board very often. I was wondering, it is a kind of sardine. But unless I get a P or an H, I'm not going to get to play Pilchard here. That would be pretty cool, though. And the bot, again, going into a big thing here. It's been taken over 90 seconds this turn. It's so interesting to me how the bot is... And again, it might just be the nature of these games and not like some sort of code change, but the bot has really been going into some long things both games this week, early in the game. You see this a lot in the endgame and pre-endgame when it has to exhaustively iterate, but like just in the early positions where it's simulating, to see this long a thing is not all that common for BestBot, and it just drops Jowl. Wow. I mean, Cordial, I think, has to be best, right? I don't see anything through this I. The only way this would be better is I could start with the I, which is not going to happen. Iridical is not a word. Or I guess ending with the I. No, I don't think so. Alright, I mean, the bot is probably going to just like bingo with airtimes or something, but yeah, I mean, this I think has to just be right. Alright, that's actually not bad. Angstrom doesn't fit anymore. Unfortunately. Dexo is not good. Now I wish I hadn't played Dex. Mardigan with an A. Angstrom with an S. Might be just about it. I don't think there's anything through an I. The bot, once again, is not playing instantly. Yeah, it's very rare that you're like midway through the game and you see me having more time than the bot in this series. I mean, I would love to see the bot not bingo again here, don't get me wrong. If the bot doesn't bingo, then I might just play something like Gem to try to mess up the airtime spot a little bit, honestly. Like, I have a pretty big lead. Cordial completely blocked off the left-hand side of the board. I guess at some point, guys, I'll have to watch out for some potential setup ideas. Like, the bot maybe at some point tries to play higher, setting up Shire. You know, those are the kind of plays you do want to watch out for when you see a triple like that that's kind of, you know, could become hard to block if somebody plays a tile there. Just with Cordial there, it gets a little annoying for me to block that. Like, I'd have to play to this AT. And see, that's sort of what it tries to do. But Liar doesn't actually take anything, right? Let me just make sure I'm not going crazy here. No? But it's trying to set up a line on the left, which I am going to try my best to deal with. Yeah, I mean, the bot is clearly very close to a bingo here based on its last couple of turns. So, I mean, even something like Mango is probably fine. Actually, I prefer Gorm, just so that the S-hook doesn't become an issue later on. I mean, airtimes would still be open. Another option is something like Gomer. Just even better defensively, actually. I mean, I feel like the bot's gotta have an S at this point, right? Like, there's nothing open aside from airtimes. Do I do this? Some stuff will still play with airtimes. It can also fit under the AR, but that's going to score a lot less. I think this play has some merit. This is a turn that's definitely worth thinking about. I could also, see, I could sneak something in with Limo, but then I don't block the left. I have to block the left, because that scores a lot. Hit something with, like, Boat or Coat. Yeah, I think I like plays like Gomer, though, to at least, I mean, it's only 3 less than Gorm. It's the same leaf, so it's just giving up 3 points, but I feel pretty confident, guys, that the bot has an S at this point. 3 of them left in the way it's been playing. So if I can stop some bingos entirely, that would be great. Or at least if I can force it to bingo under AR, then I force it to score a lot less and also give me a lot more counterplay. So I'm liking that idea right now more than just playing Gorm. Yeah, and the thing with Mango, like I said, that I don't love is that it gives back another S-hook that I have to worry about. I'm also allergic to mangoes, so that's another thing that's just slightly biases me against playing that. Not really, but it is true, though. I am allergic to mangoes. That's literally the one thing I'm allergic to, which is kind of crazy, but it is true. Fun fact about me, for those who didn't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Gomer here. I think I am. If there's a way I could put like unless I can try to put like a T or an N here, like a T would be probably a little bit more defensive than an R. But I don't see a great way to do that. Or an N. And it wouldn't even be that much better. Or G, yeah, I guess nothing is that defensive. Alright, let's do this. Get an S, which is good. Hopefully I don't get hit with some sort of huge overlap under there. That would kind of sting, but we'll see. Alright, well, it didn't have an S. Wow, it played Jowl without holding an S on that board? Guess I should have played Mango. It wouldn't have bingoed. I mean, I'm glad I at least blocked the left, because certain would have scored. Wow, it didn't have an S. That is very, very surprising to me, guys. Very surprising. Wow. Huh. Didn't have an S. Okay. Fooled me. I totally thought it had an S. Oh! Imagine if I had an ED. I mean, this is 40 points. Like, I gotta do it. It's also pretty good defensively, right? Like, it stops big plays with Arco or whatever. I mean, Oh, man, if I had an ED, like, how many points would that be? Like, if this were an ED, that would be like 74. That's crazy. Do I save the AS and go for an ED? No, there's only one D left. I think I just grabbed 40 now. Yeah, I think I should just... I mean, it's 40 points. Like, I'm going to go up over 100 again. Let's do it. Now the bot's going to regret not playing, like... Well, I guess Keratin is risky because it puts the A where the T is right now, and then gives back the triple. Yeah, it's going to regret not playing Takreen, though, in the same spot for the same score. Or, yeah, Creatine also puts the A there. Wow, I'm just shocked it didn't have an S. I mean, given the way it had been playing and with 3 S's left, like, I'm just surprised it made, like, when it played Jowl, there was nowhere to really bingo aside from airtime. So, like, I'm surprised it didn't try to open something else then if it didn't have an S. That wouldn't be so S-dependent. Interesting to look at from the bot's perspective. That really feels strange to me, but... Alright, it is what it is. I'm still in very good shape here, guys. The K is a good draw here for scoring. I have the last A's, interestingly. They've gone pretty quickly this game. Gook for 27 is an option. That could bingo from a K, but it's not all that likely. See what it does. I don't see much through the K or through the T in ascertain for myself right now. Undoes make sense, trying to open the S. I probably do need to address that at this score. I'm up enough that I think I can afford to play defensively here. I mean, something like on 2 I think is very reasonable for 19. I don't mind AAK at all, honestly, in this pool. I have the last 2 A's. The K is a good scoring tile. This blocks very well. I'm very much in favor of that kind of play. I like it better than Koa's because A and OT is not doing anything for me on this board. I mean, I'm not bingoing. I'd rather score a few more and keep the K so I can respond well if the bot does open or somehow bingo. I don't even know where it's going to bingo. I guess to the I? Like, I mean, to the OS? Like, it's possible. It's really, really unlikely. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to play to this E without giving back a big line on the bottom. So, yeah, I mean, on2 looks great right now. Or Noah. No, I don't like a Noah because the leave looks better, and in a vacuum it is better. But honestly, in this pool, I think I prefer KAA. It's the last 2 A's. I don't have to worry about getting a third. It's consonant heavy. I could end up in a lot of consonant issues. And I think that, yeah, the 2 A's help me play. I can often hit words through this C, like, back that'll score well. Yeah, I think I like on2 here. It's definitely an equity sacrifice, a big one over something like Gook. I'm not playing Gook and leaving that S there. I have to block the S at this score. Absolutely have to. Yeah, I like this play. It's a bit unconventional, but I think, like I said, given the circumstances here and the pool and the score and everything, it makes a lot of sense. We're doing it. Oh, a blank. Nice. Not probably something I needed, but something I'll gladly take. That should definitely reduce the stress I experience as I try to close out this game here. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird game. I mean, the bot has been, like I said, just going into 1 to 2 minute things. It feels like every turn. Yeah, this video is already 23 minutes in, and we're like still nowhere near done this game, which is unusual. The bot has just been thinking a lot. And, I mean, it's funny because I feel like I haven't even been drawing that well, but I've just kind of had good answers for whatever the bot tries to open. And Big Golf is a good play, scoring well to stay within range and opening a high-scoring line with the F. I'd probably just drop Tav here, block, right? I mean, if somehow the bot bingos through the V, there's also 8 in the bag now, so yeah, this is a good play. I mean, if it bingos through the V, there's 6 in the bag, it'll empty the bag, and I'm going to win this in-game easily. I mean, I guess it could bingo to this I. Like, with what? I mean, look at this pool. It's also bad. Z, Y, Y, V? I mean, what is it bingoing to that I with? I don't know. Yeah, Tav is fine here, guys. Absolutely fine. I'm just going to play that. Saves back, too, for a good score. Yeah, I mean, even if somehow it bingos for 100 through the to the I think I can just win in the end game. Once there's a couple, like, down to 2 left in the bag, I can probably just exhaustively determine that there's nothing through the I. If I'm also scared, I could just play, like, banks, too. But I'm really not scared of it being going to an I, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I mean, come on, there's just nothing through that I, right? Like, there's no way. With that pool? I don't think so. I mean, maybe through the two ends? Do I just play 2 here to be extra cautious? I don't know. It feels silly. But maybe I should. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It definitely feels better to just play like heck. But if somehow the bot bingos like through NN, ENT or something, I don't think it's possible, guys. I really, really don't. Am I positive? No. Or I could just play banks. But then maybe it bingos through the A. No, that's... I don't think that's... Yeah, then there could be some stuff through that A more easily. You're like, yeah, I have to be careful, because if I play, say, cons, even, and bingos with Viperish for, like, 90, I could actually lose. Like, I do have to be a little careful here. I mean, I think I can just empty the bag. There's no way it's bingoing through a double disconnected N, right? I mean, what would I even have to end with? Like, ENT? There's nothing. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing. I'm just playing here. Yeah, there's nothing. Hack or heck. Or back. The B seems fine here. Actually, I kind of like the A better with this pool. I'm going to play heck. Yeah, I mean, like, there was just nothing to worry about there, guys. Like, this is one of those situations where you really don't have to be scared to empty the bag. I mean, like, it's not that hard to kind of reason. There's nothing through that I or that double N. Like I said, N-E-N-T is just not an ending that was going to be conducive to the unseen pool. Alright, ZDs for the bot. PR surely goes out in 2 spots. Yeah, rip and rip through the I's and ascertain and ZDs. So just Vein, or I guess Veins here for the extra point. I mean, keeps BY. Maybe I'm better off playing through the H. Ab Henry? That doesn't work. Yeah, probably just Veins. 41 minus 14 is plus 27. It's not bad. I don't even know what I have through this H, honestly. Let's just play Veins. Okay, prod. Alright, good win here. 440, 361, 79-point win. Once I got down ascertain and onto, it was a fairly low-stress win there. Just the bot not really able to open the board in a way that I couldn't close it down in cat and mouse fashion. So, yeah, Cordial was a really key play to get down. It just locked up the board so nicely, and like I said, it sort of became a game of cat and mouse where anything the bot did, I could just shut down. All right. Oh, yeah, Y is probably better, actually, because this is a little bit trickier to overlap. Generally, if you can play something that doesn't have alternating vowels and consonants like this, it's a little bit better, just because now it's a lot easier for the bot to play next to Ha and score and not leave me much. Yeah, Y is a little bit better. I think I was so fixated here on convincing myself there was nothing longer, like better than a word, that I just didn't consider playing an anagram of the word I actually played. So, you know, not a huge mistake, but it's sloppy. I shouldn't be doing that. Y is definitely better. Glad I found updo, though. That's a notoriously tough word to see. It's best by a mile here. Joe looks great, keeping A, D, E, and R. Yep. BestBot, luckily for me, does not connect. This is the drawback of keeping these kind of leaves, guys, you know, is when you do bingo, it's great, but when you don't, you kind of can't score. And yeah, plays queen here, which makes sense. You don't want to fish again. I don't even know how you would fish on this board, honestly, but just take a few points, you know. You don't have to blow up the rack completely with something like this. Keep some decent stuff, but don't fish for like 4 points or something. Open the board a little bit, play off some tiles. Airtime looks good. Okay, had a D. Yeah, I had a feeling you didn't have another S. I think Tags is better. Getter's keeping a D. Interesting. I mean, I see why the bot took a while here. You don't really want to get rid of your S for 32. Dregs? Nah. I mean, the D is so much better than the double T. Could do graded. I might... Yeah. I mean, the S is so good here, guys. You've got Queens, Airtimes, Joes, Jows. Like, I don't know. 14's a lot to give up. I get it, but you're down. You want a bingo? I don't know. ST is so much better than a D. I might have gone with graded. On the other hand, there's still 3 S's. You have a decent enough chance to draw another one. You stay closer to within range. This isn't crazy either. It's a tough turn. I could see either. Yeah, wife clearly best. Tandi seems fine. Tori is a little bit of a better leave, probably, but sacrificing 3 points. Could go either way here. Dex looks good. Yeah, like, why? I mean, this play's confusing. What are you going for, BestBot? What am I missing? I mean, even if you draw an S, I guess you hit Rescission, but I mean, you don't even hit a 7 with an S here. They all end in S. Coiners, Cronies, Recoins, Orsines. Like, what's it trying to hit? An A gives it nothing. Right? An E gives it nothing. How about like a T? I mean, there's co-enter noticer, but there's nothing through an I. What am I missing here? I mean, it's not going to fit with Rye. What is it doing? Cornier isn't going to fit with an R, an L. Like, what am I missing here, guys? What does this give BestBot that, like, plays? I mean, Pecorini, sure, if you draw a P. That's so unlikely. Like, what on earth? Or Cicerone, I guess, with a C or a P. I mean, you have to draw a CPSSS blank blank to hit the I. That's really unlikely. I mean, what are you going to do? You're not going to bingo through those 2 ends with another one on your rack. I don't see anything that bingos next to airtime on the left. I mean, to hook it, you obviously need an S. Yeah, I mean, there's just, like, nothing. This is a strange play. I mean, see, this is like to me, more of a stereotypical hasty bot play. It's like fishing on a dead board. This makes no sense. I mean, I would so much rather do this. You don't open, but at least you give yourself 3 more chances to draw an S. Like, you need an S so badly here for airtimes or a blank. You're not likely enough, guys, to hit Cicerone or Pecorini in this pool, or I mean, even just draw an S on the 1-tile drop for Rescission. Like, this is one of the plays BestBot has made I disagree with the most by far in recent memory. I do not understand this decision. Like, it's so anti-thematic. It's so, like I said, stereotypically hasty bot and just not thinking, which is exactly what BestBot is supposed to not do. I mean, is BestBot just expecting I'm going to open the board for it? Like, I mean, if you're going to play here, do something longer, or I would just play something, I mean, sure, like, just do something like this. Or, I mean, if you really want to be aggressive, I mean, I don't know, just, like, any of these plays I like better. Or this is a great play. Yeah, do this. Score some points, keep the L for gel, open more space on the left. Absolutely do this. Play 3 tiles, give yourself chances at the blanks or the S. Yeah. Like, I don't understand this. This is such a better play than gel. I don't care that BestBot played gel. This is a terrible play. This is like the worst play I've seen BestBot make in a long time. It just makes no sense. Unless I'm missing something completely obvious. And if I am, I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. But, like, this only bingos with blank blank CP for a lot, and then I guess it hits Rescission with an S. I mean, that's what? 3, 4, 5, 7 out of 53? That's not that good. That's like, I don't even know what that is. That's like 14% or something. That's bad. This has to bingo 14%. I mean, you're drawing into blank blank SSS. You have Jowl. This is a fine leave. You've got a C and an R. This has to bingo more. And it just opens the board better long term. And you play more than 1 tile. Like, this is... I'm sorry, guys. This is just a horrible play. Like, unless I'm going crazy and just, like, missing a huge number of bingos here or some line, this is just bad. This is just really bad Scrabble. I mean, you gotta do... This, I think, is best. Even, like, I would even rather do this. That's how much I hate this play. Yeah, this is horrible. Okay, cordial only bingo. And yeah, I mean, see, here, now this is the problem with Jowl. It's like, now you're just stuck, because you've turned over 1 tile. You don't have an S. I mean, I get opening the left. It just feels too easy to block again. I mean, I would consider starting to do something like this. You know, at least you distract me, you force me to block, and then you have 6 chances to draw an S and hit a bingo. I don't know. Orson, maybe hope I don't have an S. Just something, right? I mean, I don't think you want to score 9 and just play something that's so easily blockable. I don't hate this play as much. I mean, you're also down more, so you have to be a little desperate. I don't hate this nearly as much as I hate Jowl with a passion on the last turn for the bot. I still don't really like this play. But, alright. I missed a Mung. Oh, yeah, well, I don't want to play over there. Oh, Dextrin is cool. Yeah, there's some cool plays here I didn't see, but honestly, I didn't even look over here. Wow, non-main through the 2 ends. Like, you just have to block this. Yeah, I mean, I think this is, it's maybe not exactly right, but the idea is definitely right. You got to play over here. And, like, yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought the bot had an S based, I mean, Jowl is just, yeah, wow. I mean, I figured against BestBot of all opponents, like, it wouldn't play Jowl without keeping an S. Like, it just, that makes no freaking sense. Like I said, I mean, in terms of equity or whatever, maybe not, but, like, in terms of just strategy, I am hereby going to claim that I think Jowl is the worst play I've ever seen BestBot make in terms of strategy. It's just, it's so bad. It's literally, you do not fish on a dead board. Like, it makes no sense. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting about Jowl. I think Gomer is fine here for me. Okay, yeah, Ascertain is pretty cute. That's got to be the right call here, I think. Nodules, Loudon's not going to go down. Yeah, this is the kind of play, guys, you want to make when you're down. You got to score, you got to open some space. And you turn over some tiles, too. Like, this is exactly how you're supposed to play. And then this is how you're not supposed to play when you have a lead. It's just grabbing equity with something like Gook, and then letting your opponent play blitzers for 127 or whatever and come back. So, that would be 137, actually. Yeah, no, I think Onto is a great play here. I'm glad I came up with it. Big Ulf is a good play here. Yeah, no, definitely play Tav. Just to block. Yeah, I don't understand the way... What's this Gaiv here? Oh, okay. See, this is clever. I see what it's doing. It's going for Trapezii. Yeah, alright. Because, yeah, there's enough A's, E's, and I's left. It's going for Trapezii to the I. Okay. This is a great play. It looks really bad, but this actually has a clear purpose, right? It's definitely going for Trapezii for 110 points. Like, this is a great play. Great idea to try to steal the game. Did it work? No, I had the A in the blank, but it can't know that. Yeah, this is a great play. I mean, Tiz just loses. Like, you're down 60 on a dead board. This is the kind of play that BestBot's really good at spotting. Jowl wasn't going for anything like that, and it didn't need to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just still shocked at that play. I hope either people in the comment section can either tell me I'm being an idiot and just missing something and it's actually not that bad a play, or tell me, like, or just validate this and be like, yeah, Mac, like, it makes no sense to me either. Like, I really want to know what you guys think about Jowl, because I think it's the worst play I've, like, ever seen BestBot make. Yeah, heck, I think it's fine. Yeah, there's just nothing. I checked before. There's nothing through the I or the ends. This is totally safe. Yeah, Trapezii doesn't fit. That was a good effort by BestBot, though, to play Jive and go for that. Like, it almost hit it, right? I mean, well, maybe not. Would have needed 2 other tiles, but yeah. All right. I am happy with how I played that game. I guess other than my opening play, that was a little sloppy. I should have played Wah to be a little bit more defensive, but yeah, no, Jowl was just so strange. Again, let me know what you guys think of Jowl in the comments. I still don't understand it. I may never understand it, but if you can help me understand it, or help me agree that it makes no sense, that would be much appreciated. Let me know what you think. And thanks as always for watching, guys. Really appreciate your support. Glad we got a win today. Back to 10 games behind, 16 and 26 after this one. I will see you all on Monday for the next BestBot game, but several more videos to come before then, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.